going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a shorter video because it's not like the video itself that I'm talking about or reacting to isn't very long. At least I think it's going to be shorter just because the video is shorter. This video went viral apparently because B.simone, who's a famous comedian, she does a lot of stuff. This is actually from TikTok, but she was on Wild 'N Out. She's been on a lot of things. She's pretty famous. So if you haven't heard of B.simone, check her out. She's really funny. But yeah, she went viral recently. I wouldn't say earlier this week for her comments. Well, by the time this comes up, so maybe earlier this week, last week type deal. She made some comments about the video itself is called Manifesting Love or Manifesting a Good Man, something like that. It's like manifesting something, or people just call it manifesting. Where she just makes a lot of comments about women and how they have unrealistic expectations for men. I believe that's what it is. I think I have the general idea after seeing some of the people freaking out and sending her hate and how people were reacting to what she said. I can get the gist of what she may have said. So I just wanted to go over this video. I wanted to talk about it, react to it, and give my thoughts and opinions on it. And I wanted to know what you guys felt about this. If you've already seen the video, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and maybe we can go back and forth and talk about how her statements made us feel, and if there's any truth to them, anything like that. And let's go ahead and check this out. I really want to see what she has to say. It's only about 2 minutes long, though.
We're manifesting love.
Her face.
But here's the
I like how she started it.
We're manifesting love.
My cousin does.
But here's the little challenge. We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. Bitch, you ain't talked to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. This whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do so we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did, make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked, bitch. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving. Because you can't keep a dime to your name. Huh? You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put all this shit on him. You want him to be patient. Bitch, your patience is thin. You want him to be understanding. You the least understanding person in your circle of friends, but he gotta be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that. Fuck. He gotta be in shape, bitch. You eat chips.
I like how mad she got at the end of there. I like how she was she got so frustrated. You want him to be in shape. Yeah, I mean, the video is only about 2 minutes long. But I can get the gist of what she's talking about. I can get the gist of her ideas. And she said a lot. She went over a lot. So I think what I want to do is I want to go back in there and try to go piece by piece to see if there's something that I want to stop at and talk about. So let's do that.
Things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be...
Okay, so... let's break that down real quick. I think every individual person has a list. I get what she's saying though. I totally understand what she's saying. I'm not saying this isn't right in line with what she's saying, but I think it's more of an individual thing. I think she's generalizing this for more women because she's a woman coming from a woman's perspective. But from an individual perspective rather than a man's perspective, I have my ideas on what I want in my mate and my partner. So I have my list, whereas my list will not match most other dudes' lists. The things that I require in a female, like she said, understanding was on there. communication is real big for me. You know, compatibility, whether that's emotional, sexual, mental, anything like that. Whereas if you're a good listener, these are things that I require, but other males may not require their woman to be good at communication because they handle that. Or they may not require their woman to be good at saving because they want to be the breadwinner. They want to be the one who kind of handles all the finances, so they don't really care about you having savings. Or really, even sometimes there's dudes who are more traditional and don't even want you to have a savings. They kind of want you to lean on them. So I don't know. I mean, the list,
all these things,
I do get it.
And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. Bitch, you ain't talked to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. Financially stable.
So, again, we go back to the same point where it's that list. I forgot that she said that you don't match the things that you want in that list. And that's something that's big because if y'all have been around the channel for a little bit, you understand how big I am into fitness. That does not necessarily mean that I want my partner to be into fitness the same way that I am. But I am kind of the kind of person who wants my partner to be at least in a healthy shape. You don't gotta be in good shape. You don't gotta be no model, no swimsuit, none of that. But I do want you to be in a healthy shape because I want us to have a long life together. I want us to look good in our old age together. You know, I want people to look at us and be like, dang, they 60 and they look banging. They killing some of these 20-year-olds. I want that. And I want that for myself, but I don't want it just for me. I don't want it to be me in my older age, healthy and in shape, and you suffering and not in good health. So that's for me. So I do understand what she's saying about you asking your partner for the same things that you bring to the table. You can't ask your partner to bring some things to the table that you ain't got. If I'm a man and I can't provide for myself and I don't got no job, how dare I approach a woman and be like, hey, you make some good money? Like, you got a good job? What you do for me? You know, and you know, you look at me and I get insulted when you be like, what am I bringing to the, what do you mean, what am I bringing to the table? You know, so I do see what she's saying. I mean, to me, throughout this entire video, I can't really find fault with what she's saying. And I'm trying to break it down piece by piece to see if there's anything that I may disagree with.
Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. This whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do. Best love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did.
I actually want to stop it right there because I think that this would be hard for a lot of men and women to manifest your dream man or woman. How difficult is that for you? Do you even know what your dream man or dream woman is? I thought I knew ever since I was attracted to my first crush. I thought I knew what the perfect woman was. I thought I knew what my wife was going to be. And all of those things changed. Every time I looked up, every time I developed as a man, my idea of the perfect woman changed. And it's amazing because when you say something like this and you're like, who's the perfect man in my mind? And then you get the guy that has all these things on your list, but you didn't account for something that she has that's a toxic trait. Can you get over that toxic trait because she has all these positives? Certain things that may not be on your list on the idea of what a dream woman is, but you won't know it until you get it. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that makes enough sense. I hope that that's reachable for some people because I don't want to say something that's kind of too far left and then, well, to your left. I did this. I didn't do this because I'm stupid. I did it because I knew you was looking this way and you was going to be like, oh yeah, that's left. It's really my right. I'm not stupid though. I believe that you need to take the traits that you dislike and take the traits that you like. Compare them. Contrast them. Think about a person who approaches you and you talk to them, you get to know them. Recognize those toxic traits that they have and recognize that if you'll be able to get over them because of the positive traits they have. recognize that if they have too many of those negative traits, you're not even getting invested. Or if they have one negative trait that you know you won't get over, if they show disloyalty, if they show financial irresponsibility, if they show the fact that they not willing to listen to you, communicate properly, effectively, if they're quick to anger, anything like that, you'd be like, well, I can't work with anything. You a nice guy. You got your own house, your own place, your own cars, your own bills. You make your own money, but you quick to anger. And I don't know how bad that anger is. I don't know how well we're going to get over that. This could lead to domestic abuse. Oh, dang, that's my phone. So, there we go. Sorry for the lack of professionalism. I can get a professional. But yeah, so let's continue on. I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else.
Make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym.
I do like
equally yoked, bitch.
Equal exchange, yeah.
You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving, because you can't keep a dime to your name.
Huh?
You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put all this shit on him. You want him to be patient. Bitch, your patience is thin.
I think, okay, so I don't want to stop it there. Every time I get an idea in my head, I want to stop and discuss it and talk about it. As far as the whole family thing is concerned, I don't know, because that's difficult. Because not everybody's family is the same. A woman may want her dude, or a man may want his woman to be a family man or a family woman, because they didn't get the opportunity to be that family person. And they always wanted to feel what it's like to be a family, you know. So it's like, I want you to be a family man because I know that if you're close to your parents or you're close to your siblings, that's a positive trait, which means you know how to hold on to bonds. You know how to respect your elders. You know how to respect your blood. So it's a positive trait that has a lot of things that go along with it. Why people like family men or family women. If your family is toxic and they mistreat you, or some people have, they came out as homosexual or bisexual or trans to their family and were even disowned. And that you can't be a family person at that point. Now, I recognize that she's generalizing, but I'm trying to give a little bit of context to her comments so that it's not trying to put a blanket statement over everything. I do understand what she's saying. I'm not disagreeing with her.
Understanding. You're the least understanding person in your circle of friends, but he got to be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that.
Yeah. It's as simple as that. Like she said, whatever you want, become that. But it's tough. It's so tough. And I know I do understand what she's getting at. Shout out to Ultima Reina for putting this video on YouTube, because I couldn't find it at first. And it was only on like news reporting websites like World Star and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not trying to watch this on your thing. You got ads and all that stuff. So shout out to you. But yeah, it's just the equal exchange. Law of equivalent exchange. Is that what that is? I think I'm quoting Full Metal or something like that. But I heard it recently and I thought it was funny. Work on yourself first. And I think that this is the biggest message that I can take from hers, is that you're supposed to have yourself together mentally, financially, emotionally, spiritually. Have yourself together before you go looking for somebody to give it to you. And that's one of the biggest things. I'm 25 and I'm single, and I like it this way because I still see so many flaws in myself that I want to get right. Before I go looking for somebody to better me, I want to better myself because I know I can. So if I see a flaw in myself and I'm like, yo, we're going to correct that. If I feel like I'm not financially stable enough, we about to correct that. Because I don't want to approach no female and go into her life and say, oh, help me with my financial instability. That's what you're here for. We supposed to build together. Nah, I don't believe in that. I believe in building myself. And then when I'm satisfied, and when I think I've done everything I can do to make myself a good person, a better person, a good man, I meet a woman who makes me an even better man. You see what I'm saying? I think that that's an important thing to take on your philosophy. To make yourself the best man that you can possibly be. Notice your flaws and correct them. Things that you aren't satisfied with yourself in, and say, I gotta change that. Don't hope somebody else can change it for you. I don't understand the hate that she's getting. Think maybe it's from some insecure people who feel like they want to blame their opposite, their ex, for how the relationship ended, or maybe the unhappiness that they're experiencing now. I'm not really sure, but I know she received a lot of hate, a lot of backlash, and a lot of ignorance. And I figured after watching this video, maybe she would have said some stuff that was overly vague, overly general, which, yeah, it was general, but it wasn't all that general. She was just telling you, hey, don't be no hypocrite. That's really what it amounts to. It's just, I don't even want to call this video Manifesting Love. It's called Manifesting Not Being a Hypocrite. Don't ask nobody to give you something you can't provide back. Hopefully I'm not missing too many points. I feel like there's some couple things I may have missed and things that I wanted to talk about that maybe she didn't go over and I didn't go over. So that's the whole reason why I leave this up to you guys in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Did you feel insulted by something she said or I said? Did you feel personally attacked by what she said or what I said? Do you feel like I don't fully understand the opposite side of this argument? Let me know what you guys think. And I'm really interested in what you guys feel about this, because this is something I wanted to do with Mom, but it was kind of short, so I was just like, I'll leave it alone. I wanna come to you guys and ask you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.